Gilbert Arenas' situation is horrifying. He lost everything.
Gilbert Arenas finally admits what we've all known for a while now, which is he got himself in a really bad deal. He signed everything over to his white bosses. They own everything. He has no leverage whatsoever, and they are effing him over in a very bad way. Now, he's currently on social media fighting back, which we're gonna cover, but it's too little too late at this point. This saga first began 7 months ago when the Gil Arena podcast YouTube channel got changed to The Arena. They took Gilbert Arenas' name from off the YouTube channel, leaving a lot of people with questions. Gilbert Arenas was then forced to damn near confirm that he doesn't own the YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is actually owned by Underdog Sports, who he sold the YouTube channel to. However, he was optimistic, letting everybody know that this was actually the smartest thing he could have done.
We love and appreciate y'all, right?
Hey man, listen, listen, Joe, listen. I see some of them out there laughing at me, Joe, talking about 360 deals, talking about, you know, why would I give up 50%? You own 100% of nothing.
Question from 2K God, he said, if football is popping, why did they have to take over your channel? Why couldn't they make their own channel and make that pop? Question mark.
That's what we would have said. That was the argument. But as a family,
am I asking too many questions?
No. As a company, no. As a company, you don't want to start from the beginning. Most people don't like the grind of anything, right? You know, they want something that's already turnkey and go. So why should they start from the beginning? Listen, we are expensive. We're not your average podcast expenses. We get paid a lot of money. So because they pay us a lot of money and we not taking no pay cuts in here, if they say your ass gonna do 2 days a week and we want to try what they do for 3 days a week and we keep our money, hey man, hey, do your thing, man. We'll see. Shit. Do your thing, man, right? Because at the end of the day, we can say, oh, hell nah, fuck that. And then they start cutting contracts. So if they want to go ahead and try 3 days a week until football season's over with and then recheck their hand, cool. Everybody still got their jobs.
Employment is key.
I can tell you this. With the way our contracts is doing, they could say, hey man, we're gonna let about 6-7 of y'all go. And turn y'all ass into
These folks is cold, man. Yo, they stepped in on some straight mafioso mob ties. Gil Arena was named Gil Arena. They changed it to The Arena with Underdog Sports, removing Gilbert Arenas' face, name, and brand entirely from the channel. Then they took Gilbert Arenas, who was filming 5 days a week. They removed 3 days, so like 3 days from his show, gave those 3 days to Skip Bayless' show. So now Skip Bayless has the show that's like the premiere show now on the Gilbert Arenas channel.
This is crazy to me because, again, I know some of y'all know, not all of y'all know, but like my version of this is when I was doing music and I signed to a record label, and the ownership and control that some of these guys try to enforce onto your branding is so crazy, especially when you put the work in and you build up your shit from zero. But here's what I will say. Now, it does depend on the documents, and maybe we'll get some more information, so I'm not going to do too much yapping, but hear me out. The good news is, for me, when you are a creator, like a musician or an artist or even just a YouTuber, or in Gilbert Arenas' case, you know, a legendary basketball player, your personal branding is so powerful. If you built up a platform once, you can build it up again. And, you know, I'm not mad at anybody like merging with a bigger company for the greater good of everything, because sometimes you think that's the opportunity you need to take. But in my personal opinion, at this point, like, I would be so hesitant to sell my YouTube channel or anything that is so tied to my personal branding, because when I did that with my music career, we built it up, 50 million streams, trending, you know, top artists in the world, trending on SoundCloud in 2019, 2020. If you know, you know. Again, it's my music career. If you care about that, you can tap into that. But point is, was doing my thing, built up my music from ground zero, and we ended up signing to a record label. And then they pretty much just came, cleaned up shop, started changing everything, started changing the way we promoted our music, started changing the way our image, and just tried to control everything to the point where it just didn't feel authentic anymore, and we lost a lot of traction. So it's like, yeah, we took a chance on ourselves, essentially sold out for a bag, you know, but it was ultimately to better the overall brand of, you know, our success, thinking that we're going to get that extra support to push it to the next level, just for it to essentially stifle our career, control it, and destroy it. But the good news is I took that as a lesson as, okay, let me take a step back. I've built a brand from zero to something. I could do this shit again. And then boom, you know, I was always doing YouTube, but then I really put my head down on YouTube, took it from, again, 0 to 100 again. And now here we are doing what I do on YouTube. And I want to revisit music again at some point. But all that to say, like, I see this and I relate to it. And I know how hard it is when you are in that position where you kind of sell to a bigger company and try to better the overall, you know, situation for your brand, and then you end up getting the short end of the stick for some monetary gain, which is, you know, maybe some of the upfront money that they'd give you. But I would like to think that hopefully Gilbert Arenas, if he was the talent and he was the skill and people were watching that content for him, he can build it up again. He might have to change the name. He might have to start a new channel from zero. But hopefully that's his life. Now, the only thing that could potentially fuck that is if they have contract wording whether he sold his likeness too. But I ain't gonna lie, that's damn near modern slavery. In 2026, contracts like that are a lot harder to find, because it's like when it comes to your personal branding, it's like, who can really own your personal branding other than you? Not saying it's impossible. If you sign your fucking life away, I mean, shit, you definitely can. But, you know, with so many independent creators having success nowadays, you'd almost be dumb to. But let's get more information and see what's going on, man. But that's just a little bit of my personal experience. So I know how this feels and how scary it can get.
Now, Gilbert Arenas is saying that he has no problem with what Underdog is doing, changing the show name, bringing in more shows and paying more people, because that means his original host and the people that's on his podcast will keep their jobs and they won't get a pay decrease. Underdog Sports says, ha, you thought, buddy. They then fired 2 of Gilbert Arenas' co-hosts without his permission and without his knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah, I think Lexi got let go. Ooh, nice. You been to that? No, the fuck I didn't.
That's crazy.
Now let's get these numbers
out,
up, chat. It's fourth
I
quarter.
think Lexi told. I guess Lexi did I did a show with her, one of her other co-hosts.
Oh,
She
Mariah?
came here and did Joy Taylor, and then she found out that Cheryl got let go.
Oh, damn, I didn't even know that.
Huh?
So I didn't even know that, but I just mind my business, man.
I hit Cheryl to see if it was true.
Shit.
Ooh, nice. I guess they didn't want to fly anybody back in, so I had to.
They changing the channel name. They firing your co-host. They taking away days from your podcast. I feel like everybody could have seen it writing on the wall but Gilbert Arenas for some reason. Like, up until today, Gil Arena was still going off on any and everyone who dared told him, hey, bruh, I don't think you did the right thing. Hey, bruh, something sus is happening over here, bruh. They doing you filthy over there. They getting ready to burn you, bro. Be careful.
I mean, you got to understand, too, though. And again, I'm not defending him being in denial, but shit, it's his platform. He just got in bed with this company. You know, he's probably hoping for the best. He's trying to be optimistic. I mean, fuck. I'd be a little bit salty. Everybody looking at my situation telling me that I'm fucked too. Cause shit, just because I am fucked and you telling me I'm fucked don't mean I'm not already in the contract, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with it in real time, so I hear the frustration.
Yep. I'm kind of confused. And again, I feel like I'm asking too many questions, so I'm not.
No, you can take over this playback right now, sir, because if you ask questions, we can answer them. We will not bring these topics up.
We ain't no sellouts.
Okay, because this is now forcing me to ask very specific questions just because how familiar I am with the community and like what's going on in the space.
Okay.
So I'll just cut to the chase. Who owns the channel?
50-50.
Oh, okay.
Get y'all right.
Hey man, listen, I ain't listen, Joe. Listen, I see some of them out there laughing at me, Joe, talking about 360 deals, talking about, you know, why would I give up 50%? You own 100% of nothing.
I mean, that still can be true to some degree. I mean, shit, bro. Is he in denial or is he still just happy he's getting paid? I don't know. All I know is I know my situation went bad, but maybe it's working out for him. But he's cool with losing ownership and control. You guys also got to understand, I don't know Gilbert Arenas' financial situation, but if I'm going to grift for a second and, you know, give him the benefit of the doubt, this is an NBA legend, bro. You know, at one point, one of the best players in the league. And I don't think I've heard too much controversy of him going broke and, you know, doing stupid, crazy stuff outside of the court. So, I mean, bro's probably not pressed about money. He's probably doing this for the love of the game, just for fun. Get on stream, talk basketball, and, you know, be a part of something. Maybe I'm playing devil's advocate here.
You don't have nothing, right? It's easy to own 100% of nothing you do, right? Like that's easy. Like 50% of a successful something is better than 100% of nothing.
Depending on who you're talking to, I'm not gonna say that's outright true, but I'm hearing you.
A good question for you.
I'm sorry. That's to you, especially Kwame Brown. I'ma just be honest with you. I'm just gonna show you your reality.
He was still pretending like this was not a bad deal and it was not stupid. Now, the value that Underdog Sports brought to the table, it's like, I don't understand it like at all. Like your Gil Arena sold everything to this company because they was hiring him editors, thumbnail guys, the equipment, and they were gonna.
Now, I will say, Gilbert, if that's why you did it, you could have just forked up the money yourself, kept full ownership. I feel like for somebody like Gilbert Arenas, the only benefit you could get out of that is more exposure. But it's like this is why I love YouTube, because it's like pros and cons with YouTube. You post content on YouTube, I mean, boom, that's your full exposure. You have good thumbnails, you got the good titles, you have access to the entire world. You know, I don't know if you wanted to take it up a notch and maybe bring the show to actual television, but then again, when you think about it, it's like niggas are streaming everything anyway. All the content, YouTube is modern TV. So you sold half of your company just for thumbnails and titles and editors when you could have just forked that money up and, you know, kept it boss and stayed independent. I don't know about that. The only other thing is, how big was that bag? How big was that bag you sold for? Because maybe that's where it was worth it. I don't know. These are just all, again, this is more of a different type of video, more business type of conversation. You know, some of y'all might be intrigued by this conversation or bored out of your mind, but, you know, I really feel like that's what it could be. Maybe the bag was big enough.
Pay his co-host. Gilbert Arenas is a multi-millionaire who made $100 million in the NBA. Gilbert Arenas couldn't buy camera equipment. He couldn't pay for a set.
Yeah.
He couldn't pay for an editor, a thumbnail guy. Bro, thumbnails take like $30. He couldn't. Yeah. Hey, yo, get like a group of guys around him. Hey, bro, we building towards something, man. When this take off, we gonna start. You were up 100 million. You didn't need anybody to fund anything. You could have done it yourself, but he chose not to. Now, here's the thing that Gilbert was not telling us and telling everyone in these discussions until now, when he was forced to tell us. So Gil sold 50% of the show. So the IP, they own 50% of it. However, the channel, the Arena channel, originally Gil Arena, that got close to 1 million subscribers right now. Well, that channel, he sold 100% to Underdog Sports. So Underdog owns 100% of the channel. He still has the 50% of the show's IP, which to me is to me, the channel is more valuable.
Yeah,
you can literally
the YouTube channel. That's what's bringing in the money.
Start a new podcast on that channel, and it'll do the same views as the old podcast. Like, the name doesn't really matter. It's the people that's on the show. So
That must have just been some old head shit where he just don't understand how YouTube works.
150% of the show name, but 0% of the channel is a L. Is a L. There's no way to put it. No. But here's where Gil is really pissed off about, and this is what sparked him going public today and making threats towards Underdog.
Okay.
So Gil has an NBA podcast, has a basketball podcast. These folks changed his channel name. He was cool with it. Fired his co-host without his knowledge. He was cool with it. Took away days from his podcast. He was cool with it. But it's the NBA playoffs is currently going on. He has a basketball podcast. These folks told Gilbert Arenas he can sit home as his co-host come and podcast about the NBA playoffs with Skip Bayless. So they told Gil, do not show up to his own podcast. They replaced Gilbert Arenas with Skip Bayless, and that was the last straw for Gil.
Shit.
And that's why he went public yesterday, essentially telling Underdog if they keep treating him like he's not a valued member of the team, he gonna start believing it, and it's gonna get bad for him.
I hate Rashad? No, I don't hate Rashad. That's my guy.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Again, I alluded to it. Gilbert is up hundreds of M's. He's set for life. It's not a money thing. It's not even, I wouldn't necessarily a control thing. But when you start stepping on the toes of what he actually cares about, which is talking about basketball on his time, that's where he had a problem. Which, again, is he going to be fine? Most likely. But it's like, I think this is where, why sell? Why sell at all? You had the control. It was your thing. You're already good financially. This wasn't just a money play. It's more of a passion play. You could have just kept this in your pocket and kept doing what you're doing. Clearly, it was working. You were, dominating on the channel.
I'm not sure they like me anymore. I don't know.
He has good personality, though. I feel like he'll be all right. Just start something.
I'm going to just let y'all know, no different than NBA. Just remember this. Chat, words are powerful. Just like in the NBA, when people start writing, the team is better without them, that player reads it, that player believes it, that player starts acting like it. So if y'all saying the show is better without me, hey, and the producers them say, oh, hey, fans, they don't care if he's here or not. And hey. But I'm on vacation, so I don't need to be at work. I think I'm finals.
Yeah, bro. Just start another channel. Title it Gilbert Arenas. You know what I'm saying? Your full name. Put your middle name in there if you want. Whatever you want to do. Brand that. Spark up the YouTube stream, the Twitch stream. And it's you versus you, my nigga. And that's what I ended up doing. You know what I'm saying? Took a step back and was like, all right, I'm rebranding. This is what I'm doing. It's me. Me versus me. And I'm building it back up. And now we here and life is good. You know what I'm saying? That ownership is key, man. And I don't think... Unless I don't even know. Because if somebody was offering me $1 billion for my YouTube channel, then I got to look in the mirror and be like, well, these niggas think I'm worth $1 billion. And I know they want to make money, so that means I'm probably worth more. So I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing, man.
I think I'm on the finals duty, not this one.
Gil ain't stupid, man. Them folks is edging you out the building, man. They took your channel. They created another successful show off your name. They got your co-host on board and under contract. You the only person who apparently your contract is up this summer after the NBA Finals. Your co-hosts are under contract for another year or two. So they got your co-host. They said, bro, we don't need you, bro. We got Skip Bayless who can talk about basketball and football. Skip can lead your co-host. We don't need you.
It's crazy.
So now this isn't, do we really need you to come for the playoffs when you're... due to have an expiring contract after the playoffs, do we really need you? Or should we take this time to build momentum with Skip Bayless and your co-host and, prepare for the very near future where you're no longer at Underdog?
That's crazy.
Gil, they're edging you out. Now, I think Gil realized this when the following game happened and he still was not invited. So he took to his social media to send, I guess, his first and final warning to Underdog, letting them know that if they don't get their stuff together, if they don't show him he's worth something, if they don't offer him a contract, then apparently he would just restart the Gil Arena podcast on a whole new channel.
I mean, I don't even know why he's even talking about it. Just go do it, bro. Just go do it. And mind you, with the midst of all this drama and what's going on, you'll probably be lit again back where you left off in a couple of months. On some real shit.
And running back up without Underdog. I don't think that's a threat that Underdog care about too much at all. Now, he would explain that, that when the contract expires, he retains ownership of the show's name, but Underdog still owns the channel, which is the most valuable asset when you have a
Which it is. I mean, again, that's a big blow. But when the thing is, when you are doing business from a desperate place financially, I think that's the worst place to do business. But I think if I'm assuming correctly that Gilbert Arenas is super set financially, and he can just get on there and show up and be himself and have a good energy, personality, and do what he do, put his head down. He'll be all right, bro. I feel like, if anything, I think this might be a blessing in disguise. You took a huge hit, huge L, whether you want to accept it publicly or privately. I mean, that's your prerogative, but I think he just need to go ahead and do that.
podcast.
Michael Jackson. All right, I'm not gonna say it again. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michael Jackson. Okay.
That's a crazy setup. That shit looks so crazy fire.
Hey, that's it. That's all I can give you. Thriller's coming. Shut up already. Okay? I'm an owner now. I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all relax. Y'all relax. I've been cooking in the kitchen. What y'all trying to eat? Okay? What y'all trying to eat?
This makes me happy because it looks like he's still just having fun with this shit, bro. This is like the epitome of like the final boss of a creator for me, where it's like, well, you're just having fun with this shit. Yeah, I think I'm there now too, but it's like he's up 100 M's though. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, yeah, I'm going through some bullshit. Yeah, I've made some stupid business decisions, but you can't stop this, nigga. I'm too up. I've got too much motion. I can feel it. It feels authentic, and I'm happy to see it. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas, a real GOAT.
I got everything on the menu. Okay? Okay.
He's just having fun with this shit.
This channel says Gil's Arena, huh? It says Gil's Arena, don't it? Huh? Gil's Arena on the page. You know what?
But he still clearly doesn't understand that, nigga, the name doesn't fucking matter. It's the content and the channel, bro. Which, again, you could rebuild, but that shit could have been named fucking Fish's Arena. If that's the name of the channel that you wanted it to be, like, that's irrelevant. It's you just rebuild the channel.
I'll tap it one more time. Tap, tap. Huh? Does that look like something y'all done liked before? Okay.
Obviously, when he says a Mike Jack or Thriller is coming, he's talking about he's about to go independent. He's about to own, I guess, the show. Where once he goes independent, he owns the show's name. And he's telling the audience, yo, ain't this what y'all liked about the old set? Well, I got that already built in my crib now. I'm going to just bring my guys over here and we're going to run it back on our own channel that we own. Bro, y'all already did all the work for Underdog, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Underdog already hit a lick of the century, homie.
They did. And I'm not mad at Flacco drilling that, because they did. Gilbert Arenas took the L here. All I'm saying is, I think he can build it back. I think he has the charisma. He obviously has the funds and the time. He could do it.
Y'all done built. Now it's
Oh,
one
boy.
thing, right? If they were losing, like
It's a lot to
if
walk
they
away
were
from.
losing, like Gilbert Arenas, and the arena only had the Gil Arena podcast. But what Underdog did, man, boy, they did a slick maneuver, man. They kind of have experimented with content without Gil, and that content has been performing just fine, man. They brought in Skip Bayless, they brought in, like the NFL legends, the football guys, they brought in other basketball dudes, and they essentially have built another successful show. So it's not like, for example, like when Brandon, like the NFL wide receiver, like when he had Ryan Clark and other people on his channel, and they only had that show. So when 3/4 of the show leave and start their own podcast, well, people from this show just follow them because there's no more product left. Well, no, they got other successful shows on the network. Bro, I feel bad for Gil, man. This is sad, bro. This is bad. But Gil is still optimistic he could defeat Underdog if Underdog don't start acting right.
I just don't think it's about defeating Underdog. I think it's just getting your independence back and doing your own thing.
Ain't nothing happened at all. My contract's over. That's it. Mine was over before everybody else's. That was it. That's all.
On your own channel is crazy though.
That's it.
Contract over on your own channel is insane.
Ain't nothing happened. No beef. Me and Skip, we play golf every Wednesday. Nothing's wrong, y'all. So the channel, not the show.
Again, guys, this nigga's up so much fucking money. I think he might be putting on a little bit of a front in the sense of like he knows he took an L. Let's just keep it a stack. I think he knows he took an L, but bro, look at his setup. Look at his legacy. Look at what he's done overall, just outside of this YouTube shit. If you know, you know. I don't think he's hurting, bro. And I think that's just what I am choosing to focus on.
There's a channel. I think people usually purposely not hear. I think I said this like a couple months ago that my contract is up this year, and then after my contract's up, I will own the name of my show. I thought I said that, and I think nobody wanted to listen.
I think you just, for whatever reason, were focused on the name, but you really should have been focused on the channel, bro. I ain't gonna cap. The channel is more important than the name, bro.
I did 50-50 ownerships to get the foundation because I had no idea what it took to run shows. So now I understand how to run shows. So I don't need to do 50-50s no more. That's it. There's nothing, it's called growth.
Yeah, but this is far off from what Gil originally said when he did the interview with Lowe. In the interview with Lowe, he says, listen, I did a deal. They brought in all their resources, all the equipment, and they built up the show for me. They got us a bunch of subscribers. And when our deal is over, I can walk away with everything. Man, he must have thought he was dealing with Bobo the Fool. Man, he must have thought that these companies just made $1 billion by accident. Man, he
must have read that contract himself, man. GA, bro, you making too much money to get the wool pull over your eyes like that, bro. You should have went big lawyer on him and fully understood what was happening. But again, I'm not shitting on him. I think he's going to be all right. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Am I tripping? I don't think I'm tripping. I really don't think I'm tripping, though. I just think it's about the perspective that you're choosing to take. He definitely took a L. There's no doubt there. But the beauty of the YouTube, and this is why I love the platform so much, regardless of the bullshit that we deal with, is anybody could do it, bro. You could spark that camera up and just start building that house brick by brick. You did it once, you could do it again. I have my own stories. I already gave y'all some of mine. If you guys know my friend Devontae the One, he's a YouTuber. He lost his entire channel to some other bullshit. And now, a few years later, his channel's bigger and even better than the first one. If you know, you know. You can look into that. Devontae the One, he's an animator on YouTube, my dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, some of this shit just be lessons, bro.
Read that contract and found out, oh, damn. Oh.
Yeah.
They own the channel 100%. Forever. Y'all let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. That's tough. Forever? I remember talking to my lawyer when we were doing our deal, and it wasn't even the deal that fucked me up, but it was a management deal, and there was language in there talking about in perpetuity or some shit, and he pretty much was saying, hey, bro, you see a contract that says in perpetuity, just run. Because these niggas are out for blood. You know what I'm saying? They're not even, it's not even about money, bro. They want to own your soul. Jesus. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. My name is Berto. Where you at, Berto? Join the Where You At family so you never miss a live stream reaction. Let me know what y'all feel about this one.
Where you at, Berto? I made this shit look too easy.